You're watching Pairfect from the Daily Tribune office. Today we have a special guest, but before that, may I introduce myself? I'm Jojo Silvestre, and I'm with my lifestyle editor.
I'm Dinah Ventura.
And
Welcome to Pairfect.
today we are with the man of the hour. I've heard lots of things about his
Work.
great work. Yeah, ongoing at the Ayala Center, specifically at the Greenbelt Gallery, is an exhibition of 9 of his works inspired by
11, I think.
11
Yeah.
inspired by Balintawak.
Yes.
If you recall your Balintawak, not that you were born at that time. Yeah. And so may we present to you a mentor of Ternocon whose how do you call that? A student won
Mentee
mentee
Yeah.
won
won the
won the
competition.
Pasita Longos Award, which is the highest. May I present to you the famous Dennis Lustico.
No need for an introduction,
Yes.
actually, right?
No further. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me, Jojo,
Yeah.
Dina. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
The honor is ours, of course.
Yes.
Who asks the first question?
You do.
I'm excited. Actually, I am. So, of course, we're excited that Dennis is here with us. But, I'd like to know more about the Ternocon. Would you like to share with our audience what the Ternocon is all about and what transpired in the whole year, no?
Yeah, it was a complete immersion, actually. It wasn't just a contest. Ternocon has been going on for 3 events already. It happens every 2 years. The first one was in 2018. Ternocon is the reason they call it Ternocon, it's convention, because it's a total immersion of the whole heritage of our dresses. We invite speakers. There's a lot of lectures. There's a lot of demonstration and sort of going back to the history. So you immerse yourself into it. So it's a complete education of the whole thing. That's why it's completely and truly important for us designers, and also for those for all Filipinos, especially the ones fond of wearing ternos.
Okay. So, Dennis, I just have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
You've been part of the Ternocon since it started in 2018.
No, they would invite
Different
mentors for every year.
Okay.
2023 is our year,
Okay.
so we're in the 3rd batch.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. And
So-
so, what about this year's winners?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about this year's
Yeah,
winners?
yeah, yeah.
Diba?
Well, surprisingly and interestingly, all the winners are girls.
Ah,
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isa, Gladys, and Gabby. They're all girls. So yeah, that says something actually. From the beginning, we've seen their works, how interesting they're coming up with things. But the thing with these girls are their thought are on the present. It's not too backwards. It's not
Yes.
too
Forward.
too futuristic. They're just there in at
in
the moment.
in the present
So,
moment.
Yeah.
Galing.
So that's
Yeah.
what's really nice about the 3.
Yeah. But you know what's even interesting? The awards are named after 3 women.
Yeah, brilliant
Oo.
idea by Gino.
Oo. Pasita Longos,
Yes.
Pura Escurdia, and
Yes.
Mina Roa.
Yeah.
no?
So imagine these names, we don't know this before.
Yes.
We only
Oh.
came to know them during one of the lectures of Mr. Gino
Oh.
Gonzalez. Gino is a brilliant historian of Philippine costumes.
Genius.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Introduce us to Gino.
Yeah, I will.
For a
I will.
future show, yeah.
He's one of a kind.
Okay.
Gino. Yeah.
And yeah, so what about your personal experience coaching?
Yeah.
Whom did you coach and what was that like?
Okay, my mentees are Isa Innumerable, Chita Rivera, Amor Albano, and I forgot the last one. I'm so sorry. Yeah, four of them. The experience, what's most interesting and memorable is the energy you feel in the workroom, because well, as mentors, we're a bit senior than them, so talking with them and then exchanging ideas, giving lectures, them asking questions to you, there's
Yeah.
that energy that you feel, parang you go back in time to when you were starting. So you feel so inspired and so
Okay.
driven and so excited with everything. So I think that's the memorable thing about the whole process. It's the feel, the energy that you felt.
Parang
Yeah.
you went back to the time when you were just starting, no?
Yeah.
But I'm curious about you. Probinsyano ka, no?
Yes.
Oo.
And so is everyone
Oo.
else.
Yeah.
So, of course, of course.
So am I, and so are
Oo,
you.
oo naman, oo. Pero magtataka ka because he's so talented. That's not to say that provincianos are not talented, no? But tell me, how did you start? Bata ka pa ba? Were you already interested in fashion?
No, I'm not. My dream was to become a doctor. That's why I took up nursing in college. What happened is I
Okay.
met a friend during high school and he was sketching. He knows a lot of things about fashion. It was the first time that I've heard about Coco Chanel, Christian Dior, Yves Saint Laurent. That was the first time. And then I fell in love with his sketches.
Ayun.
And then I started copying what he does.
We're talking of
So-
Samar, ha?
Yeah, while I was still in summer in high school. So during practical arts, which is actually a lesson for the boys, we
Yeah.
would be sitting at the back and we will do sketches. That
Of
was the start.
dresses.
Yeah, that was the start.
Oo, ganun
Yeah,
pala.
yeah.
Okay.
And you know you could make it. I mean, you could really draw already.
I don't know, parang at that moment, parang I realized parang no, I realized na parang when you really are meant for something, yeah, somehow parang the
You're
universe
led to that.
will
Yeah.
will somehow guide you to be
Oo,
there.
totoo naman.
Yeah.
Tell us the name of the high school at nang malaman naman nila.
St. Michael's Academy in Catarma, Northern Samar.
Katarman.
Yeah, and the friend who taught me about fashion is Silver Costurio.
Okay, what does he do now?
He's still a designer.
Okay, he's based there.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's nice. At least it's there naman.
Yes,
no?
yes.
So you took up nursing, but what actually what's your first start in designing? How did that happen? What?
So, well, I was studying nursing because, at the back of my mind, sabi ko, baka this designing is just, a hobby or something.
Okay.
Come third year college,
Okay.
I realized na pang, no, I'm really meant for designing. So I told my mom, I told her that I'm going to finish nursing because if in case I will fail a designer, may ano ako, may, what's this?
You fall back.
Fall back ako. So I studied nursing until fourth year,
Saan?
and then Central Scholar University.
talaga?
And then took up the licensure exam, and then I
Oo, you
passed.
passed.
I
So you're a
passed.
nurse.
I'm a
Oh,
licensed nurse, yeah, but I
yes.
never get to practice. And then, interestingly, the first job that I applied is, no, not the first job, but simultaneously I was applying for a nursing job and a
Okay.
designing job. But I got the designing job first.
Which was?
Which is where?
Somewhere in Abad Santos at that time, years ago. Yeah.
Abad Santos would be Tondo?
In Binondo.
Binondo.
Binondo, yeah. It's
Talaga?
catering to a 99% Chinese clients.
Oo, mga rich,
Yeah,
ano?
yeah.
So that was your first job.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
was your first break?
Oo.
My first break, I would say, was we were doing. So I entered into a group of an association of fashion designers. It's called the Young Designers Guild of the Philippines.
May ganon.
Yeah,
YD.
it's composed of
YDG. Yes.
composed
YD.
of up and coming, supposedly
Mga bata.
promising designers. So I was one of the members, and then one of our work at that time is to do shows for brand launches. So the late Richard Tan,
Okay.
the business part of Ino,
Yeah.
commissioned us to do a show for Technomarine. It's
Okay.
a sports
The
watch.
watch.
Yeah. So every one of us has portions of of our collection, and then at that night, one of the one of the guests was Celine Lopez.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
immediately after the show, she went backstage and then she told me, I want to wear your clothes.
Wow.
So that was the start. I
Ayun
started
pala.
making clothes for her. She was practically my muse in my early years as a fashion designer. And then, because I think, well, she was so popular at that time.
Very,
time,
Yeah,
yes.
she was the it
Highly.
girl at that
Oh.
time.
Oo, she was.
So her friends would come to me, and then
Okay.
the moms of the friends, and then
Okay.
everyone else.
Do you
Yeah.
recall some other names? Who?
Wendy Puyat, the sister of Wendy, Jessica.
Oh.
Marami sila at that time.
Oh, that was a group.
The Tatler
Yeah,
set.
Jenny
Yeah.
Epperson.
Oh,
yeah,
I remember.
yeah, oh, yeah.
They were
Ayun
always
pala.
also in the paper. So
Yeah,
talagang
yes.
your
Yeah.
name really
They
resounded.
were no, they were visible at that time.
Very
They were
visible,
visible.
yeah.
Yeah.
But who do you consider as your mentors? Oo. Kailan ka
Mentor.
ba
I'm
nahasa?
a self-taught designer.
Oh, really?
So I would just from the very start I would start observing clothes. So that's my teacher. I observe clothes,
Okay.
I observe colors, I observe proportion, fabrication,
Okay.
things that they put in whatever piece that they
Yeah.
create. Yeah, I'm quite observant with these things.
So you'd watch fashion shows?
I would watch fashion shows.
Already?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ayun pala.
Yeah, I remember watching Balestra's show at the Manila Hotel
Oh,
before.
the time.
Yeah,
Oo.
I had to ask a friend to get me in as a dresser just to be able
Oo.
To watch it.
to watch it.
Oo.
Yeah.
That's Irene's designer, ano?
Yes.
Wedding gown.
Yes. Yes.
Oo.
Yeah.
Ganun pala, no?
Correct.
So, very curious ka
Yeah.
na.
Yeah.
So you learned as you went along.
Yes, mostly observation.
galing,
Mostly
ah.
observation.
So
But you worked with some designers,
yeah.
some shops.
I worked with a uniform company, and then after that, I worked with Bergamo. Supposedly, that was my real training for made to order or
Custom.
custom made
Oo,
pieces.
oo.
The clientele of Bergamo was a very niche market
Yeah,
at that time. Yeah, and everything is delicado. The finishing, the fabrics, everything. So that was my serious training as a made-to-measure designer. Yeah.
Sa Kwan pa yan, ano? Sa
Greenbelt
highway
one.
pa. Greenbelt
Greenbelt
na.
one. Greenbelt
Ay,
one.
oo nga
Yeah.
pala. Latter day, bata ka pa pala.
Correct.
Oo. Akala ko yung sa highway, there was one sa highway.
What other milestones would you like to share with us? Like
Oo.
some of the major things that
Oo.
really boosted your
Well,
career and
at
your
that-
name.
There was a contest before, the Young Designers Contest of the Philippines. I joined that one and was able to win country prizes. This contest starts in every country, and then the final one would be in Paris.
Okay.
So I would be one of the top 5 finalists here,
Wow.
and then eventually the organizers will send the 5 finalists to Paris, and then in
Compete.
in the 2 years that I joined the contest, I was able to get the country award
Oh.
twice in Paris,
Wow.
meaning the best entry from one country.
Oh, galing ah.
Yeah.
Imagine that, Jojo. no?
Yeah.
Weren't you intimidated by the entries from other countries? Ano
It's
ang
always
Ano yun?
intimidating, of
Ah,
course, but you
ganon.
just have to make your world smaller. Na
Focus.
ito ka lang eh. Ito ang nakikita mo. This is you. So you focus
Okay.
onto that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Power of
don't
concentration.
you don't wander around and then get bothered and get affected.
nung hindi pa uso, nagmamanifest na siya. Nag-success
Oh,
niya.
wala pang term for it
Oo.
before, but he was doing it. Pero, is that also your work style? Like, when you're
Yeah.
working on something, talagang ganun ka rin ka-focus?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think it's a dictate of the profession. Kasi you cannot let your mind wander around so much. Kasi you'll get influenced by so many things.
Oo.
So, fashion is a cutthroat business.
Very.
You're judged by whatever recent work you have.
Yeah.
So
You're only as good as your last
yeah,
one.
Yeah. So ang dictate always is yourself, what you can do, what you envision to what you envision to come up with. Uh, yeah, it's all about you. You what are you thinking?
Okay.
What would you like to do? Yeah, you cannot think about this and that and you
Huwag ka
cannot.
madidistract ng
You
iba-ibang
cannot.
factors.
Masisira ka.
Wala ka bang ka-feud? Like, Dennis Lustico
Versus.
Wala,
Like
it's
a
always
rival.
Wait ka.
No, it's always about yourself.
Oo nga
Among
naman.
designers.
Yeah, it's
Don't
always
compare
about-
yourself.
Yeah, it's always about yourself. Yeah.
Tama ka rin.
Yeah. You just get conscious of where you are at the moment.
Okay.
Oo. Tama,
Kasi you
tama.
feel it If you're behind, you feel it and then you work harder.
Okay.
Okay.
Talaga may init,
You know,
siya,
we're going
discipline.
to play a game.
Yes,
But
but
before we play that game, let's pause for a commercial break.
With Globe, our steps can lead us to millions of doors opening, millions of paths unfolding, and millions of reasons to keep going. Now's the time to be with the network that gets better every day for you.
Iba ng panahon, dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ang bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it to centers, pati sa mga parties may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
With Globe, our steps can lead us to millions of doors opening, millions of paths unfolding, and millions of reasons to keep going. Now's the time to be with the network that gets better every day for you.
Iba ng panahon, dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ang bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it to centers, pati sa mga parties may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
Dennis, you were telling us that you saw the fashion show of Renato Balestra. No, is it Balestra? Or
Balestra.
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 I suppose that was at the Manila Hotel.
Yeah.
Sino sa mga international designers do you admire? Whether around or not around anymore.
Well, I admire those who are, I can relate with in terms of aesthetics. I'm a romanticist, so I
Okay.
admire romanticist designers.
Okay, like
Primarily Christian Lacroix, and then Albert Elbas,
okay.
Dries Van Noten,
Oh gosh. Okay.
the great, and still present John Galliano.
Okay.
So these are the people that, whenever I see their clothes, parang, oh my God, wow.
Inspired ka ulit.
You see their works on television.
Yeah.
Sa mga
And also in
magazines, ano?
exhibits.
Ay, really?
Exhibits.
You
yeah.
mean you really attend?
Yeah, well, whenever I go out of the country and then happens to be, a exhibit at the same time, I would go and yeah, check them out. Just recently, last September, there was an exhibit of course, Christian Dior and Schiaparelli
Okay,
in
yeah.
Paris.
Oo.
Yeah, yeah, amazing works.
How
amazing works.
have they influenced you? Saan nagmamanifest yan sa mga gawa mo?
Yung kanilang
Oo.
aesthetic.
Oo. Halimbawa, si ganon.
I think in the mixing of colors.
Ah, really?
Yeah,
Ang
in the
gaganda
mixing of
nga, ano?
colors and then also embellishments, because these things are primary elements in achieving that romantic look. Yeah.
Yung
Yeah,
kulay.
and fabrication also.
Actually,
Fabrication.
yung sa Ternocon mo, ang gaganda ng mga kulay, ha?
I know.
Oo, very
and
attractive.
I think, yes, very, ano.
But not
the
jarring.
Mix, oo.
It's
Parang ano pa rin.
cool lang.
Yeah, thank
Soft
you.
yung dating, di ba?
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
though it's
Thank you.
really
Yeah.
revolutionary. Right. So, pero ano, over the years, do you think somehow the way you design has changed? Or talagang stick ka to a certain, like ito,
Yeah,
Dennis
yeah.
Lustico talaga to,
Oo nga.
forever, di ba?
How would you know a Dennis Lustico?
I would like to say that it's because of the colors and the fabrication. It's always been my trademark
Yeah.
ever since. I'm experimental and not afraid to use colors,
Ah,
which
talaga?
most of my contemporaries are
Takot.
actually, they are.
They hesitate to...
I have this attitude to appreciate every color actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't see any bad color. I always like them.
Okay.
I always like them. Maybe because I'm from the probinsya, that's why.
Oo
Yeah,
nga,
yeah.
ano? oo.
Life in vivid
Kasi
sunlight.
everything, oo. From the sun to the prutas.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
color fits Dinah?
Ayan na. Black.
Well, everyone likes
Yeah.
black.
Oh.
Earth colors.
Yes,
Earth
actually.
colors. Yeah. Yeah. And you will look good in red.
Yes, I
Ayun
do.
pala.
I just can't wear them now
Yeah.
because of...
Yeah.
So pwede siya mag-rainbow, ha? Like isang pink, isang blue, isang yellow, ganun. Pwede ba kay Dinah yon?
It depends, but not on the same percentage.
Ah, ganun.
Yeah. Siguro one is dominant and the other two medyo downplay.
accent or
Downplay.
something.
Ganon.
Ako, when I come out, when I have my debut, what should I wear? Anong kulay?
Top beige, ang ganda. Or navy.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
You never imagine, no? Pink ka kasi. Okay.
Anong pink na?
Navy, pampabagets.
Oh, ganun ba yun? Really?
Okay.
Oh,
So,
I see.
you having been in the industry for a long time now, and
Yes.
you're considered one of the veterans now, di ba? Among today's female designers, can you name some of the promising ones that you've observed?
I like Vania.
Romantic.
Yeah, I like Vania. I like her work. It's, I don't know.
Romantic din yun.
Yeah,
eh,
very
the
romantic and
styles.
always so fragrant and mabango and
Talaga?
yeah.
Vanya.
I like her work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you taught her? Have you?
No. We're just I've met her several times during parties, but from I would always say I would always see in social media, and then some of my friends have her pieces. They're always flattering.
Oo.
They're always feminine and flattering.
She knows
Yeah.
the
Oo.
female.
Yeah, and I like her I like her palette.
Ah,
Yeah, I like her palette.
color talaga nakikita mo, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Ternocon has been there for a few years and parang it's setting the direction ng Filipiniana.
Yeah, oo. It's I think it's a major influence in, convincing younger people now to wear
To
more
wear
of
it daily.
terno.
At saka
Yeah,
to dare. No?
yeah, oo.
Actually, magandang Filipiniana. eh.
Maganda. And how I love how they experimented
Oo nga.
with denims and then material wise iba-iba and then but it's so much fun and yet so distinctive. Yet so
Filipino.
distinctive, yeah.
Very
You know,
nice.
you should meet our boss later.
Yeah, she's
in
wearing-
a terno.
yeah.
Oh wow.
And
Miss
See?
Shingby.
See? Yeah. There's so much that we have to be thankful for Ternocon.
Ternocon.
Yeah.
Where do you think Filipiniana is going? How is it evolving through the years, the coming years?
Yeah, the main objective actually of Ternocon is, you know, for everyone, for every Filipina to wear terno in their daily routine, you know. Much like in other countries, they would wear, you know, something from their national dress and then pair it with, you know, something modern and
Contemporary.
contemporary. That's the main objective of
Actually
Ternocon.
now,
yeah.
I think nga yung Ternocon, it made it easy for us to visualize how it can look
Yeah.
on a daily basis.
Oo
Kasi
nga.
dati parang inisip ko, Filipina, formal, I'm gonna attend a wedding or
Yeah.
something.
Oo,
Magnininang
pang
ako.
ganon,
Parang
oo,
ganon.
pang ninang, ano?
But now, parang you can think about it in terms of color, different
Yes,
fabrics, di ba? Ang
yes,
galing.
yeah. And also, comfort-wise, it has changed a lot.
Yes.
So designers became very aware of, you know, of the disadvantage as to movement and yeah, discomfort. So we're adjusting.
Yes.
We're adjusting.
Tsaka
Yeah.
caring for this very delicate fabrics.
Yeah.
Dati parang,
That's right,
ayoko
oo.
magpapa-dry clean pa ako. Di ba? Parang
Correct, oo.
ganon. Now it's
Yeah.
I have a question. You may or you may not answer this. Ano sa palagay mo ang role ni Mrs. Marcos sa propagation of
Well,
terno?
right now she's very active with local weaving industry.
I mean the old Mrs. Marcos.
Well,
First.
Imelda.
okay.
Imelda first.
Well, she was a symbol of terno ever since,
Oo,
no?
naman, ano.
And I think no one gets close to her in terms of to her look in terms of you know how she carries the
elegance of
terno.
Imelda.
Pagka-handsome
Yeah.
niya, no?
Yeah, oo.
Oo. And how about the Mrs. Marcos?
The first lady
the
now?
first lady now.
We're thankful that her interest is into local weaving. So she spearheaded this Likha project in which
yes.
she invited all the weavers in the country in one
Okay.
pavilion,
Oo.
and then
That
for
one.
PICC.
for all designers to see what's available, what can be made, and now she's planning to do a show on Independence Day.
Oh, we should.
Yeah.
Oh,
To-
thanks for giving us the tip.
Yeah, to feature contemporary works using local fabrics.
Will you be part of it?
I think so. I think
okay.
so.
Oh. Naku, he's so humble. I think so.
I'm sure you should be there.
Oo.
Yeah,
Ganun.
yeah. The first lady is very active actually. She's very active.
Galing nga
and,
eh.
and
Nice.
and with their how do you call that? Time right now.
Oo.
They're more parang may resurgence of that consciousness toward Filipiniana
Our
again.
culture, no?
Yeah. And believe me, the effect of that, we had to wait for materials to be supplied as abundant as before kasi ngayon may shortage.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The demand
That's
has really
nice, ah.
Oo.
nag-increase yung
Yeah.
demand for local
Oo.
fabrics. That's
Yeah.
good
Oo.
for the local
Oo.
industry.
Yeah.
Ngayon, may isa pa akong tanong.
But
Kailan
before,
kaya ako magba-butterfly sleeves?
o bago mo sagutin
Bago
yan,
niya sagutin.
magpo-pause mo
Wag mo
siya
nang
for a
sagutin.
commercial. We'll be right
Let's
back.
have a commercial break.
Iba ng panahon, dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Putian mo bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it sa centers, pati sa mga partners, may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
With Globe, our steps can lead us to millions of doors opening, millions of paths unfolding, and millions of reasons to keep going. Now's the time to be with the network that gets better every day for you.
Okay, welcome back to Pairfect. We're still with the very, very talented Dennis Lustico.
Yes.
So, I think Jojo, you want to play this game.
Yes.
But does he have to answer your last question?
Ano, he
Okay.
doesn't have to. Matagal pa yan. Baka ma-fire ako. So, let's have a look back
all right.
on our Filipino masters. We'll mention the name of a master or someone who's
Okay.
very popular in his time. And what comes to your mind at the
Okay.
first mention?
Okay.
Whether related ka sa kanya or how you feel about his work.
Okay.
Pitoy Moreno.
Foreign shows. Yeah.
Ben Farales.
Muslim.
That southern. Ano?
Color din yun, di ba?
Okay,
Colorful.
Yeah. Salvation Lim Higgins.
Pinay Power.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oo nga, ano?
Yes.
Okay.
Ernest Santiago.
Avant-garde.
Akala ko Coco Banana.
Avant-garde. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oo nga. But did you go to Coco Banana? Are you too
Unfortunately.
young?
Too
I keep
young.
forgetting you're
Parang
very
ano pa
young.
siya noon? Estudyante or something.
What?
Nasa probinsya pa
Sa
ako.
probinsya pa siya.
Yeah.
no?
Do you ever go back to the province now?
Yeah, once a year, twice a year.
O talaga? Naku, di bidang-bida ka.
Merong parade ganun for Dennis.
But have you been recognized by the municipio, by the provincial government? You should be outstanding sa Maren. No.
Parang hindi pa.
Hindi pa. Okay.
Usapin natin si Mayor Go.
Parang-
Whoever.
Okay, so next,
okay.
let's go with the next one.
This one, Jo Salazar.
Idol.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
His work is just so refined. The craftsmanship is wow.
Clean.
And imagine, so clean, and the way he treats fabrics, ang ganda-ganda. Everything is so light and floating. Yeah.
He was a favorite of Madam,
Yeah.
Ma'am
Yeah.
Melda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever
Yung mga
meet him?
hankies, yung
Yeah.
yung gown niya na may mga
Yeah.
pinagdudugtong ng mga...
Tsaka ang daming gumagaya sa kanya.
Ah,
Ang daming
really?
gumagaya sa kanya.
Do you think you should be a national artist?
I think so. I completely agree.
Okay, the idea is out there
Okay,
now.
committee.
Okay, so how about Mina Roa?
Not that you were born.
Pioneer.
Oo
Yeah.
naman.
Yeah. Pioneer.
Now, pura escordia.
The same. The same.
What else can you say? Okay. But you know, these women, before
They
Ramon
started
Valera,
it. They started
they were
it.
the ones, ano?
Yes.
Oo nga.
Yeah.
Ang galing nga that they're being given recognition now because of
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that's
Ternocon,
right.
parang
Yeah.
nare-resurrect yung mga
Yeah. You see, that's
pioneers.
another lesson from the Ternocon immersion that we had. I didn't know these names. Pura,
Oo.
and then
Mina.
Oo.
yeah.
Basta yung craft mo lang ang nakafocus ka
oo.
doon, ano?
And then suddenly, sila pala yung originals, di ba?
Oo, that's right.
It's nice to look back para we have some
Yeah.
kind of roots, di ba?
That's right. Pero halimbawa yung mga Nena Lapus, alam mo rin yung mga yan. Mga
No, doon lang
Vicky
sa-
Galang, of course.
Doon lang sa Ternocon, yung lapos.
Yung mga.
Yeah, oo.
Ganun
Oo.
pala. Oo.
Yeah, that's worth
I
looking
see.
into. We
Yeah.
should.
But you know, Artie Paras.
Yes, of
Oo,
course.
syempre kasi
of course.
mahaba namang
Yeah, and
ano,
also the
the
si
son.
Sir Roy is a
Oo,
friend of
oo.
ours.
Ah,
Yeah.
talaga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nag-aral kami ng draping kay Sir Roy.
Really?
Yeah.
Magaling.
Excellent.
Siyempre.
Excellent.
O Paris, ano? Okay.
Excellent.
So,
Now.
pura escordia.
Okay.
Another one.
Another one.
Pioneer.
Oo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. No? Pero even after the war, andiyan pa sila, di ba? You wouldn't know. Sorry.
Jojo.
But I get a feeling na ganun. Pero tapos nagdating na yung mga sila Ramon Valera. Although even before the war, Ramon Valera was around.
Yeah.
Ano? Okay. Si Tatang, Ario Alonso.
How do I say it? majesty. Yeah.
Royalty.
Talaga?
Because of of his clothes.
Oo nga, ha?
They're like
Oo.
royalties.
Totoo naman, di ba?
Yeah, oo.
I mean, if you want to be pabongga,
Yeah,
magririgodon ka, and
Yeah.
you go to him,
Yes,
no?
yeah.
Oo.
Glamorous.
Oo,
Yeah.
tsaka yung mga kintab-kintab niya,
Yeah.
ganun.
Yeah.
Correct.
Pag
correct.
naglakad na si Marina sa
Yeah.
stage, tapos
Totoo.
gaganong-ganon.
Totoo.
Kumikinang.
Oo, kumikinang. Talagang pag Santa Cruzan, pag Reyna ka, I mean, you have to look your best. Not in a derogatory way, no? Pero
Correct.
para talagang
Regal.
magpapa-impress
Ganun
ka
na
sa
lang.
rigodon.
Yes,
Yeah.
regal.
That's
Diba? I
right.
mean, a different way
That's
of
right.
impressing people. Diba?
Okay,
And it's fun also.
How about Ramon Valera?
Drama.
Oo.
Drama.
Oo. Yung mga pasipa-sipa pa rin,
Yeah.
no?
At
Mga-
saka yung first time ko makakita ng Pinoy designer gumamit ng leopard print.
Oh.
Okay, Elvira Manahan, ano?
Yeah, di ba? Wow.
That dress.
Diba?
Oo nga naman, ano?
Ano yung daring thing to do ba yun?
I
Leopard print.
At that
Wala
time,
naman.
I think at that time, yes.
Oh, sa bagay.
Oo nga, ano?
Oo.
At saka yung mga Filipiniana, mga wedding gowns niya, hello, wow. Pag nakita mo,
But I
okay.
think you share one thing. Yung color niya, he was bold. He was daring
Yes,
also.
yes.
Like you.
Yes.
Yeah, oo.
Thank you.
Oo, pero hindi ka naman conscious na gumagaya sa kanya, no?
No.
Talagang
no.
iyo yan, ano?
Yeah, oo.
We have the makings of a national artist
Oo
here.
nga eh. You never, naku.
Maria Josep.
Promise, magba-butterfly sleeves ako when you
When
make
that
it.
Pagdating ng panahon.
Okay, your best friend, Pasita, how do you pronounce that? Longos?
Longos. Pasita Longos. Yeah. Again, I first heard of her name in Ternocon. Yeah.
ganun.
Oo. Gino was, again, Mr. Gino Gonzalez was explaining to us at that time na, these are the ladies who were making ternos before Ramon Valera, and they were the unsung personalities of terno.
That's right.
Mga babae pala talaga
Yeah.
yung nag-start. No?
Oh. And you know, the wife of Don Vicente Madrigal, Susana Paterno Madrigal,
Yes.
nagtatahi-tahi din siya, no? Oo. And then, of course, later na, yung asawa ng national artist, Antonio, mother ni Malu Veloso, di ba?
Yes, yes.
Oo, yung Marina, she do
Correct.
wedding dresses, ano?
Oo.
Ikaw, sino ang favorite wedding dress designer mo? I mean, among your peers, among the elder...
Wedding dress designer.
Sino?
Naku, hindi ko alam.
Ay, yung mga elder ones. Would you go for Pitoy, for Ben, for... Sinong gusto mo?
It's either Joe or Ino sa wedding gowns.
Hey, we forgot Ino.
Ino
Yeah,
Soto.
either Joe or
Oh,
Ino.
what comes to mind pag si Ino ang
Elegance.
mentioned? Ay,
No one
Really?
does elegance like he does, yeah.
Ganun pala. Kaya nga all his muses din, ano? Mga,
Yeah.
they all make it to the best dress list.
Yes.
To go back to muses, sino sa past ang mga favorite muses mo? Not that nakilala mo si Chona Castel and all that, pero sino ang mga, what you've
The
heard
ladies
of, mga
of-
icons?
With
Mine or everyone's or what?
Yung sa'yo, who do you look up to as an icon? Like Chona Castel,
Yeah,
Elvira,
yeah.
Who? Sino?
Wait, I'm sure there's fashion icon. Of course, Celine, my muse.
Of course.
And then Mandy Duque.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Mandy, ano?
Mandy
Maganda rin
Duque.
siya magbihis.
Bea Valdez.
Yeah, mga young
Yeah,
one.
Bea Valdez.
Sa mga matrona.
Sa Matrona, well, Ching Cruz.
Yeah. Oh,
oo.
she's best friend of our publisher.
Yeah. Ching Cruz.
Oo, I should mention to her.
Sila Chona Castle, I'm sure. Sila Elvira Manahan. Oh
mga
my
iba.
God, yeah. Oo.
So, do you make the dresses of Miss Ching?
Yes.
Ganon.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Oh, let's send her a copy of this
like-
show. Okay. Ano pa ba?
ano pa ba? Sino pa ba? How about the celebrities? Meron
Oo.
mga nag-icons
Yeah.
dyan.
Oo.
I don't know, I'm not...
Sino ang
I'm not-
feel mo?
the celebrities right
Oo,
now.
mga showbiz.
Like somebody who can really pull off a fashion.
Oo.
Lavi Po?
Ah, really?
Yeah, I think she's very daring,
Okay.
and then she's not being dictated also by what's uso
Kung
or
ano,
what's
ganun
yeah.
lang.
She
oo.
has her own style,
Yeah,
no?
oo. Si Lavi Po.
Pero parang ikaw, parang hindi ka sumusunod sa uso, ano?
He makes the uso.
No naman.
Pero parang basta kung anong gusto mo.
Yeah, oo. Yeah. It's
always-
hard kasi pag you go with the trend,
Oo.
you'll end up like a trend also.
Ah, oo. Oo,
Maluluma.
mamaya wala na.
Oo.
Oo.
You always
Pero-
strive for the classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
What goes into creation? Pumipikit ka ba?
Nag-yoga ka ba
Oo,
po?
ano tinatawag mo? Ano ba music mo?
It just comes to mind and then you just I like silence. Yeah. I like silence, I like being alone.
Okay.
And then yeah.
And then you think about the person you're designing for? Does
I
that
think about the
matter?
look.
Okay.
Ah, it's the
And then I would walk, I would just listen to music, ganun. Basta I'd like to be alone. Ganon.
How would you design for the first lady today?
I used to make her clothes before.
Ah, really?
Yeah, way
Oh.
back when the president was still a congressman,
Senate.
I think, or
Ah,
senator.
talaga?
Yeah,
Oo.
oo.
So, anong style niya?
It's A-line.
Ah, okay, ganon.
Yeah, A-line, and then as much as possible open here. It's,
Ah,
yeah,
maganda ang ganito
that's
na.
very flattering on her, actually. Yeah, ganon.
Ayun
Yeah,
pala.
and then the length, she likes it
Knee
always
length.
above knee, but I would insist below knee.
ganon.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay.
The first lady is a no-fuss girl. Hindi siya.
Ah, oo,
yeah,
ano?
no,
Yeah.
Bugada.
she's a modern woman.
Oo.
She's a modern woman. Yeah.
Did you ever see Baby Forest?
No.
Oo.
Yeah, but that's another one icon.
Oo, that's right. Naku, napaghahalata ang social climber ako. I know all these names.
Okay. So,
Okay.
now that you've had this experience with Ternocon mentoring young designers, what is your advice to young people, the young designers who would like to experience the same joy and honor that Dennis Lustico has attained so far?
No, designing first and foremost is a calling. It's not a hobby, or it's not a liking that you can just do and then get whatever perks that
Yes.
the job has. It is a calling, and be sure that it is what you like.
Love.
From deep down in your heart, it is what you like.
Okay.
Because from there, it's no easy task or road. It's not an
smooth
completely
road.
fun or smooth. It's smooth one. There are a lot of sacrifices, a lot of hard work. So be sure to have that in mind and be ready.
Commit to it.
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Okay.
It takes a lot of discipline.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And you strike me as a very disciplined
I
kind
try
of
to be.
person. Kasi, di
I
ba?
try to be.
Okay. What's your message to our would-be Ternocon finalists?
Don't overthink.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't overthink.
Okay.
Yeah.
oh talaga?
Yeah.
Feel it in your gut lang. No?
Yeah.
Oo,
yeah.
ganun pala yun.
Just, be at the present. At the present.
Ganun si Isa.
Yeah. At the present.
Oo.
Yun lang.
I see. That's what you notice mga winners.
Yes.
Mga,
At the present.
Nice, nice. And what about your message to the Filipino people, especially those who you believe should help contribute to the growth of Philippine fashion?
Well, work as much as possible with whatever, local materials that we have.
okay.
That's not to say that, exclusively work with it. You can always use other materials, other fabrics from everywhere. But as much as possible, try to incorporate whatever, good is ours. Yeah.
I like that advice.
Yeah. Because when you go out of the country, almost everyone actually practices that thing. So it'll make you proud. It'll make you happy if you will practice that also. Yeah.
Oo.
Parang wear your culture.
Yeah. And
Embrace
also
it.
there's no greater joy than wearing your identity.
Tama.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, Jojo.
It's been a wonderful
I
afternoon.
know.
Hindi na namin itatanong ang love life for the next
Next na lang. So, but before we end, maybe you would like to say something else
Thank you.
to our viewers.
It's been a pleasure to be here talking with you. Thank you so much. Thanks for
Thank
giving
you,
me the
Dennis.
opportunity to, tell
Share
my
your
story.
story.
Yeah. And also, just to let you
Oo.
know, they're bringing Ternocon collection to Japan.
Wow!
Yeah.
Okay, you
We
first
got-
Wow.
heard
we-
it here.
We got the announcement last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Filipinos will love it there.
Oo nga.
I hope so.
Oh, they will, of course.
Oh, when would that be?
Sometime end of August, first week of September.
Okay.
Yung Mentors collection.
Kayo?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Wow, you're
Congratulations. I think that's a
Thank you.
very good thing for your work.
Parang trabaho na naman.
Oh, trabaho,
Yeah, but
pero
it's like
enjoy na.
you're going out of the country now, and that's a
Yeah.
great thing. You're
Yeah.
bringing the culture
Through
with
the
you.
vision of Mr. Benchan.
Yes,
Oh,
very good.
Yeah.
Thank you
Because
very much.
that's what he said immediately after the show, nung the one in the Ternocon show. Sabi niya, if I can only bring this show abroad, I would.
And it's
So yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Great. That's great news. And on that
Yes.
note, we will end the show with very good news for the Filipino,
Yes,
brought to us by Dennis Lustico.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
So, thank you
Thank
everyone
you.
for watching. This has been Pairfect. I am Dinah Ventura,
I'm Jojo Silvestre.
and this is Dennis Lustico.
Good
Yes,
afternoon.
Thank
Good
you so
afternoon,
much.
everyone.